So, state of the team.
State of the team. There's obviously we lost a lot of seniors. We have a good core group of seniors coming back. Our junior class is down. It's basically going to be seniors and sophomores for the most part. A couple of those juniors will figure in there, but they've done what they've been asked to do over the summer, so we've got to see where the cards fall.
Um, Sophomores coming in that might make an impact. I know you've got a sophomore quarterback.
Joey at quarterback. When sophomores play, we try to play them on one side of the ball, and hopefully they can get that job done on one side of the ball. Wesley Henderson, Joey Zamora, Caden Mon, Grady Graff, Blake Bishop. They're kids that we have to play out of necessity. That there's no one else, so they have to grow up in a hurry.
Players returning.
Players returning, obviously Jordan and Micaiah, CJ, Gates Michaels, Ryan Garcia, Jose Ramirez. They're going to have to. If the guys play both ways, those will be the guys playing both ways. So
Development with those guys that you've seen, maybe from last year to this year.
Well, they saw what it takes. Those kids last year, set a good example on what it takes to, go from 1-9 to 10-1. So they understand what it takes. Now it's just a matter of, we've got to be able to. Obviously, we're not going to be able to hand the ball to Jordan every time. They're going to put 9 guys in the box. So the sophomores are going to have to step up. The sophomore quarterback, and we're going to have to be able to throw the ball around. 2 weapons out there with CJ and Micaiah. You obviously have to cover those 2 guys. But then you have to be able to protect also with a couple sophomore offensive linemen, and I think they'll be okay. We did okay at camp. Didn't get the quarterback whacked too many times, so we'll see what happens.
Micaiah, Jordan, you've had them since they were freshmen coming to Chiawana. This is their last year. Where would you put them with all the great players that you've ever coached?
Well, they're really good high school football players for sure. Now, whether they get recruited or not, that's not up to me. Those guys are all smarter than us, and they figure out where those guys can play at the next level. Obviously, they have the specs, at least Micaiah, to play in a defensive backfield at the next level. Jordan's going to have to probably gain some weight to play. He probably won't be a running back in college. He'll probably be a linebacker. But great kids, good work ethic, and they've been around for a while, so they understand what it's all about.
Expectations for this year, Coach?
Expectations. Let's see. Be nice to start at 2-0, and then go from there. Richland's going to be tough. I think Eisenhower's going to be improved. We do have 5 games at home, though, so that will help. We just have to go with the flow and see how those sophomores progress, and see how we mesh together and playing one game at a time.
Is the intention to be, you expect some growing pains at the beginning, but expect to be better towards the end of the year?
Well, with a sophomore quarterback, there's going to be some growing pains. He's going to make some mistakes, and we're not going to ask him to try to win the game for us. That's too much. We have to play good, solid defense, and then kind of like last year, just keep the ball away from people. Jordan, 4 yards in a pile of dust, and Jordan, 4 yards in a pile of dust. Slip a pass in on him every now and then.
Bunch of babies once you first got here, getting beat up and whatnot. No seniors on the team. How is this group of sophomores different than the group of sophomores you had when you began here?
Well, as freshmen, they lost 1 game, so they know how to win. And they've been in the system now for 2 years. They know what we're doing, and we're only asking them to play one side of the ball, so they're not overwhelmed. And they've been talked to during the summer and during camp that this is what we need you to be able to do, and they need to step up and get it done. And those seniors will help them do that. Hopefully, encourage them, and guide them to get done what they need to get done.
Cool. Just talk about the difference between Zamora and, say, Luke last year, in terms of the type of quarterback. What type of quarterback is Joey?
Joey throws a great ball. He has a really good arm for a sophomore. Accuracy-wise, and being able to, look out there and see what the defense is giving you as far as reading coverage tonight. He's probably not there where Luke was, when he was here. But a good athlete. Probably needs, I don't know if he's as mentally tough as Luke was, because Luke was the coach's kid. So, but he's worked at it. He's been out there every day throwing with the guys, and we're not, we're going to give him things he can do and be successful, so he doesn't get down in the dumps. And he's going to throw the other team the ball a few times, and we're just going to have to live with that and make some mistakes and live with it and go on. He's going to be a good one.
CJ Edrington, we heard he went to some type of pre-SEAL training or whatnot.
Yeah, he was headed to West Point to start with, and then he decided he wanted to be a Navy SEAL. And he wasn't at camp all week with us, and then came the last day there and had an impact immediately. He's one of the best receivers in the league, so they're going to have to guard him.
Now, can you talk about him as a person? Because a lot of people don't understand why he would want to.
Well, he's one of the smartest kids in the school, so he's up there at 4 Point. He'll be in the running for the valedictorian. Great kid, super work ethic, a lot of irons in the fire. Within the school, does a lot of things here at school, leadership stuff and all of that, and then preparing to go to one of the academies is a chore too. So, a great kid, super.